Healthcare, Lynch Equipment Company, Ozarks Healthcare Medical Equipment, J&J Recovery, Pepsi Mid-America, Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply, Peterbilt, Hawkins Home and Lawn, SRS Electric, Edgeler and Harper. Also brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Justin Shelby, Don's Auto Service, Stuart Morrison Ready Mix, Current Incorporated, Taylor Grubaugh Buick GMC, Butler Heating and Air, West Plains Bank and Trust Company, Bureau, West Plains Propane, Brown Furniture and Appliance, Wilbanks Tire, Bailey Chevrolet Pontiac GMC, Wiles Abstract Company, and Zizzer Coin Laundry.
And now West Plains Zizzers football on the official home of the Zizzers, Hot Country KDY.
Welcome to Zizzer Football on Hot Country KDY here on this Friday night. I'm Harlan Hutchison with our pregame brought to you by Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply, with locations to serve you on Worley Drive in West Plains and on Nettleton in Thayer. Tonight, it's West Plains going up against the Rolla Bulldogs in Ozark Conference play. Last week, West Plains just demolished Hillcrest 69-7. An entirely different kind of game for Rolla. They fell well behind in their contest on Friday of last week when they trailed Glendale at one point 30-16. They made a comeback but came up short, and they lose to the Falcons 30-26. So Rolla comes in with a 1-1 mark. West Plains is 2-0. And as we get ready for the ball game tonight, let's hear from head coach Matt Perkins of the West Plains Zizzers. Talking about last week's game, it was a huge blowout. One of the goals they had coming in, when you hear the term playing clean, that's playing a game without mistakes. And in West Plains' regard, there were a couple of things that they could have avoided. Here from Coach Matt Perkins.
One thing, I thought we had, 40 people to do first downs. That's not clean. And, those are the things that really good teams don't do. And so we talk about that and trying to just tighten things up and have a really good focus week. All I'm going to say, I'm excited for the kids that are behind them. Carter McCracken is going to step in and start for us outside linebacker, and Carter's ready to do that. He is a really good football player and plays the game hard, and I think he's going to have a really good night for us. He just happens to be behind Jason Lopez on the depth chart, and that's a tough place to get on the field because Jason is a really good player. He's not really feeling great, so he's not here today, and Carter's going to step in and be the guy. And then, on the offensive side of things, Dagan Kinslow, who's been, arguably our best player, he's not able to go tonight. He had something go on with an injury, and he's he's not able to be there. And fortunately, Aiden Simpson is a junior that knows the offense really well, and he put together a great week preparing for tonight, and thought he had his best practice I've ever seen him have yesterday. So I'm excited for him to get in there and get to show West Plains what he's capable of, and hopefully our kids will all step up and have his back, because it's never perfect at that position, and it's under a microscope, and so he's going to make mistakes, and hopefully we're able to pick him up and move forward.
Reed Grigsby joins me in the booth in just a couple of moments as we get ready for kickoff here on the Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply pregame on Hot Country KDY. We return to the stadium in just a moment.
Hi, this is Riley.
And I'm Reese.
Our parents, Scott and Crystal Brown, at Lynch Equipment in West Plains have earned a reputation of standing behind the products we sell.
That's why we carry Land Pride rotary cutters.
Land Pride is heavy duty, packed with many features, and comes with a 5-year limited gearbox warranty.
So if you are looking for a performance cutter for farm grass maintenance, stop in Lynch Equipment in West Plains and see our parents, Scott and
Lynch Equipment, your Land Pride and Coyote dealer of the Ozarks.
And there's a flag on the play.
Dr. Edwin Roeder of Ozarks Healthcare Orthopedics and Spine is proud to be the Zizzer team physician. The team at Ozarks Healthcare sends best wishes to all Zizzer athletes for safe play and for exceptional sportsmanship. Ozarks Healthcare hopes you stay healthy, but if injuries happen, Dr. Roeder and the rest of his team are there to help you with your recovery. Ozarks Healthcare Orthopedics and Spine, a proud supporter of Zizzer Athletics.
This testimonial with Mother Nature is brought to you by Butler Heating and Air of West Plains.
With fall here, I will make each day's weather in the Ozarks difficult to forecast. Cold in the morning, blistering in the afternoon. The HVAC servicemen can't keep up, unless, of course, they use BHA.
Butler Heating and Air keeps you comfortable no matter what Mother Nature brings. Call 256-7984 to learn more.
Great, just great.
It's time to get comfy for fall. Hi, this is Anna, and right now we have Ashley reclining sofas starting at $5.99. 3-piece sectionals with Chase loungers starting at $11.99. Our showroom is packed with new shipments of sofas, love seats, recliners, lift chairs, and more. Stop in and see us today or go online at HawkinsHomeandLawn.com.
Hawkins Home and Lawn. Best brands, best service since 67.
Stuart Morrison Ready Mix has been serving the Ozarks for over 3 decades. Think about that. And takes great pride in producing quality concrete, offering competitive prices. Stuart Morrison Ready Mix is ready to help you with all your residential, commercial, or agriculture concrete and rock needs. Give them a call today, 256-8 Stuart Morrison Ready Mix, where you get concrete results every time.
It's back to the field for more Zizzer football action on Hot Country KDY.
And we are in the booth getting ready for the kickoff tonight, along with Reed Grigsby over here to my right. I'm Harlan Hutchison, and Nate Hudson is our engineer, and Jim Lambert across the way providing the images on our website, ozarkradionews.com, and also on the KDY Facebook page. The West Plains Zizzers and the Rolla Bulldogs are both out. Reed made a comment as we were getting ready while the teams were out warming up and said that surely can't be their entire football team. I think that is their entire football team, Reed.
Could be. It didn't look like they traveled with much this time, but what we do know about Rolla is the players that they did bring with them are a pretty darn good football team. That is a program, in my opinion, that's been on the rise the last 2 or 3 years, and we'll see what they have tonight against the West Plains Zizzers.
They went through a stretch where they were very good and then fell off a little bit. Boy, once you fall off and have to get back up again, it's hard to do overnight. But they are headed the right direction, evidently.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that the new coaching comes in. They put in a new, whole new mentality. They put a new offense in, and sometimes that takes 2 or 3 years. Even going back to West Plains, thinking about the turnaround that we had with Steve Airy, He's a legendary coach. He's in the Hall of Fame. It took him 2 or 3 years at West Plains to also get us going the right direction. So they're a program to watch out for. In the likes of Lebanon, Camdenton, Bolivar, they're that same type of player. So that could make the Ozark Conference really tough, especially in those non-Springfield teams.
Aiden Simpson's going to be the starter at quarterback tonight for the Zizzers. How do you think he slept last night?
I bet he's nervous, but he's a good football player, and he's led the JV for the last year. Had a pretty good campaign with JV last year. He's hit the way summer. He's grown into his body a little bit. He looks like a man out there, whereas in the past when I've watched him, he still had some boyish tendencies when he wasn't quite sure of his athletic prowess at all. So he looks totally different. He plays totally different, and from what I understand, he led him in camp this summer when Kinslow was out and did very well at camp. So this isn't his first rodeo. I'm sure he's nervous, but he'll be just fine.
We've seen, and we saw it a lot last year with kids who got chances to play because of injury, and along the way we saw people like Austin Davis, who immediately comes to mind as one of those kids that once they got a shot at being out there, they really performed well. And, Blake Reed was another kid that stepped in early in the season. And, boy, is that ever paying off this year, having those kids with a little experience last year.
Yeah, no kidding. And that's what you have to have, and that's what makes a great football team is depth. I mean, it's good to have all the talent that we have, but if we do not have the depth and some of those young kids that can fill in spots when we need them to, that's when teams get in trouble. And luckily this year we have that depth.
And we'll see who gets the ball to start the ball game tonight. The Zizzers in their home red. Is it just me, or are those uniforms a little brighter red than what we're used to?
They're extremely bright red, and the new helmets that we have this year, I believe that with the matte black and the shiny red stripes with the numbers on the side. I mean, it's a pretty different look than what we're used to, but nice looking uniforms.
Tell you this, we'll be able to read the numbers a whole lot easier.
That is a fact,
and I am very, very grateful for that. West Plains has won the toss. I'm not sure they won the toss because anymore no one wants the ball right off if you win the coin flip, but it will be West Plains receiving. They'll be going from left to right here in the first quarter, and they'll have their back to the north end zone. You heard some of the other games going on tonight. What real interesting game as far as the conference goes is going to be Lebanon and Bolivar. Bolivar's took a lump or two here early, and we're going to be seeing Lebanon real quick, so we'll get an idea of what we're looking at when that matchup occurs. But we have a good crowd here tonight, a really good crowd here tonight for the football game. People are still coming in the gate, so you better scoot if you want to get in here before the opening kickoff. Real quick before we get to the kick, let's take a moment here and remind you that our live stream is brought to you by, first of all, the scoreboard is sponsored by Ink Monkey Screen Printing and Graphics. You can see that on our website and on the Facebook page. KDY football is brought to you by Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply, sponsoring the pre and post and halftime coverage. And all the sponsors making it possible for us to bring you the live stream. Mr. Dent Collision Repair, Ozarks Healthcare, Ink Monkey Screen Printing and Graphics, Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply, Dairy Queen and Taco Alejandro's, Esler and Harper, along with Main Street Boutique, Burton Creek Rural Medical Clinic. And here we go with the opening kick, and it's a squib kick, and the Zizzers are going to have to come up and bring that. Oh, it's not a squib kick. It's actually went deep, and Garrett Drown with a good return. 30-yard line. Here I was following the tee down the field. First and 10 for West Plains, and 7 seconds into it, and Aiden Simpson brings the offense out, and it's going to be interesting to see. You would expect, I think, to see the Zizzers run the ball a lot more tonight. No?
I think that's probably what they're hoping the defense is thinking too. So we might see them throw the ball on first play. So you never really know how football coaches think, and there's a reason why we're up here in the booth and they're down there on the sideline.
We'll check the starting lineup for West Plains here in just a moment as they come to the line of scrimmage. Also, thanks to Priss Pool and Spa, Butler Heating and Air, McFarland Spine and Sport, Ozark Cafe, CarStar, Goebel's Collision Repair, and Community First Banking Company.
Simpson brings him up, and he's got a single back in the backfield, and that's Garrett Drown, who runs left, gets a block, 2 blocks, 3 blocks, across the 40, across the 45, up to the 46-yard line, and that's probably a glimpse of what we're going to see a lot of tonight. 14 yards on the carry and a first down.
What a great block by 76 Cole Easley that time, pulled out around the left side and had a nice lead block and kind of sprung Garrett Drown for about 10 more yards than what he probably could have gotten on his own.
So it'll be first down and 10. Deep in the backfield. Take the snap, fake it, and looking to throw. Looking down the field, and pressure on the quarterback. He gets away and tosses it late, and it's picked up by Connor Lair at the 40, 45, 50-yard line, 45, 40, 35, 30. Cut it back and score a touchdown at the 10, the 5, end zone. And a broken play goes all the way 54 yards.
You know the old adage, if you can't be good, be lucky. And so that was obviously a bad mistake on Simpson's part. Thankfully, one of the best players in the state of Missouri was there to pick up the ball and do something with it. So,
well, that's one of those plays you don't want to see, especially if you're out there for the first time. But Connor Lair, we got a really good bounce off the turf, and now the officials there were no flags on the play. And now what? Are they saying he stepped out of bounds? He wasn't even close to the sideline, was he? Or at least coming down the right side initially.
I'm not sure what the call is, to be honest with you, Harlan. They're going to discuss it with Coach Perkins right now, and hopefully we'll have some kind of idea, but there has been no signal and there's no flag on the play. I bet they're calling Simpson down. His knee may have been down before the pitch.
And it was close. Very close, and they may have a legitimate point here, as he was going down when he pitched the ball and it bounced, and Connor picked it up and went. I didn't hear a whistle, did you?
I mean, the argument on the West Plains side would be that he didn't have control of the ball and it technically was a fumble when he went down.
It was close.
Yeah.
For sure. Aiden Simpson will bring him up. Now, he's listed as number 1 in the program, but we're in the number 2 tonight. You don't think they're trying to make them think that Dagan Kinslow's playing, do you? Here's the snap and a whistle. Oh, why has he changed number? Well, you think they don't want them to know that they have a young guy out there with his first start. Dead ball offside against Rolla. That'll be a 5-yard penalty. So they'll move it back down the field 5 yards. It'll bring up first down and 4. So the quarterback will go to the sideline, then come back. We're trying to get the ball down the field on the second play from scrimmage, but couldn't find a receiver. Now Simpson out of the spread set. Miller is in motion. He takes a handoff, runs left, gets to the sideline, turns it up inside. It's going to be short of the first down, near the 46-yard line, maybe the 47, it looks like. And that'll bring up a second down play.
And bringing Miller across the field on that jet sweep has been a good play thus far this season, because Miller, if he sees any green whatsoever, he is one of the fastest kids I've ever seen on a football field. So he's just looking to beat one man if he can get one man beat. Unfortunately, there was about 3 or 4 out there waiting for him.
Second down, about 2.5, just inside the Rolla 47-yard line. Drown is in the backfield now. Takes a handoff right up the middle. First down and plenty more. 40-yard line near the 38. Garrett Drown carried one time last week and went 75 yards for a touchdown.
And one thing I love about Garrett Drown running in between the tackles is his helmet is about 3 feet off the ground. He is a battering ram, and he is running with purpose, and he made great yardage that time for a first down.
So it's 1st and 10 for West Plains, now at the 48-yard line, or I'm sorry, at the 38-yard line. 9:33 to go in the first quarter. Miller in motion from right to left. fake it to him, roll out to the right. Simpson throws it downfield. Open, diving catch, and it's a first down and a lot more for West Plains. Josh Zizzer with the reception all the way down to the 11-yard line. First down for West Plains.
Josh Zizzer, 6'6" senior. He used all 6 foot 6 inches to haul that ball in, Harlan, but what a great catch. Good throw.
And showed that Coach Perkins showed that he's not afraid to push it down the field a little bit. First down and 10 from the 11-yard line. Simpson takes a snap, fakes left, keeps the ball, goes inside the 10. He's at the 5, down close to the 4-yard line before he's finally wrapped up, and a gain on the play of about 7 yards. It'll be second down and 3 yards to go. Matt comes in the studio on Friday mornings, and so next week I get to ask him, were you trying to be a little tricky, changing the number on your quarterback? Obviously, that's the case. It's now second down, and they can get a first down if they get 3 more yards. Back to throw it, man in the end zone, wide open, caught it, touchdown, and it's Heston Miller for the West Plains Zizzers. From the 4-yard line, and it's 6-0 West Plains, 8:07 to go in the first quarter. Really?
I'll try to find out.
So we're thinking that maybe Dagan is playing tonight, as it turns out. This is after being told that he was not playing. Well, they fooled us anyway.
They're continuing to fool us because we're not even sure. If somebody knows, send us a text.
Here's the kick, and the extra point is up, and it's good. It's 8:07 to play. First quarter, West Plains on top, 7-0. Back in a minute on KDY.
It's not just a home or a car. It's the 5 hours you spent in the kitchen mastering your epic wing recipe and the 3-hour family road trip to the tailgate party. While other insurance companies just see them as a bundle or a combo, State Farm agent Justin Shelby and his team see your home and car as the time and memories you put into them. Justin and his team understand what your things really mean to you and is here to help you give them the protection they deserve.
For all your home and auto insurance needs, talk to me, State Farm agent Justin Shelby, and my team in West Plains and in Houston.
Outpost Motorsports in downtown West Plains has side-by-sides in stock ready for your next adventure, your hunting trip, or to work around the farm. See the High Sun Sector 550, perfect for work or play. High Sun Sector comes standard with top windshield and winch. Stop by Outpost Motorsports next to the Civic Center and check out a full line of side-by-sides in stock now. Check them out online at outpostmotorsports.com.
West Plains football continues now on Hot Country KDY.
So, Dagan Kinslow is playing. How about that? And he throws a touchdown pass on the first drive. Here's the kickoff. It's going to be deep and taken at the 13-yard line. The return will come up the middle at the 20, and a big hit, and down he goes on the return. Brock Lyle on the return that time for the Rolla Bulldogs, and now they're saying it was a fumble.
West Plains ball.
Well, I don't believe anything I see, so I'm going to wait and see what happens.
I think we've been victims of coach's shenanigans, Harlan.
I got a bone to pick with Coach Shenanigan next week.
Yeah.
So 8 minutes to go in the first quarter, and a turnover on the ensuing kickoff gives West Plains the football right back. West Plains will have it at the 23-yard line. And they'll come from the sideline directly to the line of scrimmage. And they'll send 2 receivers right. Lair is in the slot to the right. Dagan Kinslow is playing quarterback. Rolls out to the right. Looks right. Throws. Caught. Lair, 15, 10-yard line out of bounds. And that'll be a 14-yard gain and a first down for West Plains.
So not only is Kinslow playing, he looks pretty darn good. So thank goodness.
That is the 3rd first down for West Plains here early on. First down, can they get first down? Looks like they can. The ball's at the 11-yard line. Go over the starting offensive line, at least who we think they are, here in a little bit. Now on the snap, running play to the right. Connor Lair gets lead blocking, gets to the side, 5-yard line. Still going, dives forward, and that should be, I thought he got the pylon, and that's a touchdown.
Saw number 70, Big Magnus Sanders, out there lead blocking on that play, and sometimes all you got to do is give Connor Lair just a chance, and he'll do the rest. And he was able to take about 3 bodies with him into the end zone.
It's not very often that Connor Lair gets knocked down on the first contact. So the extra point try. Snap good, hold is down. The kick looks really good, right down the middle. 7:33 to go. First quarter, and West Plains is off and running. They lead it 14-0, and we're back in a minute on KDY.
School is back in session and things are real hectic, trying to get in the groove of the new routine. Sports practice and games, not to mention anything else you are trying to do. Let Zizzer Coin Laundry help take a load off. Drop off all your laundry and they will wash, dry, fold, even press if needed. Zizzer Coin Laundry will do everything but put it away. Zizzer Coin Laundry on Porter Wagner Boulevard next to R&R Tire Express in West Plains.
Now it's more Zizzer football excitement on Hot Country KDY.
The ensuing kick shows West Plains with pretty good coverage, stopping the return at around the 25-yard line. First down and 10 for the Rolla Bulldogs. They haven't run a play from the line of scrimmage yet.
That's what I was getting ready to say. They're down 14-0 and have yet to run an offensive play.
Jason Lopez not in the lineup tonight. At least we don't think he is. He could be, for all we know. But McCracken is out there for him. And, boy, he had a good game last week. Bulldogs come up with double tight ends. They'll toss power it to the right side. And there will be a good gain. The running back really pulling people with him. And now maybe a loose football in the way the players reacted. But a good run on that first down play. And it'll bring up second down and about 6.
Very, very similar offense that we'll see against Lebanon, as Coach alluded to earlier, but also a similar offense that we saw against Center Hill, Mississippi. Same type formations.
It's second down and 4. The quarterback is a good one. Hounsome is his name, and he is one of their leading rushers. Handoff straight up the middle, and that's not going to go anywhere as the offensive line for Rolla failed to move the front. They got some help up front coming in. Hayden Bryant, one of those helping make the tackle that time. So now, after a short gain, maybe a yard, it'll bring up third down and 3. Wide man left, and they're going to run a double wing this time with a single running back. Hounsome, the quarterback, will take the snap. Man in motion, feign in motion, and now tripped up in the backfield. And a terrific play by Garrett Drown, who came across, and he just missed that play totally up. And now it'll be fourth down and about 3.
Garrett Drown doing Garrett Drown things. He is always has his nose where the action is, and great defensive play that time, making sure that quarterback couldn't go anywhere. And it looks like they have elected to punt, Harlan.
Probably a wise decision in this situation. They will kick the football away. And it'll be Hounsome, who is the quarterback, who will do the punting chore. He'll stand back at his 23-yard line. Takes a snap, no rush, kick away. And the low knuckleball will hit at the 33. West Plains will avoid and take the ball pretty much right there where it hit. First down and 10 for West Plains with 5:14 to play in the first quarter.
Carter McCracken, like you were saying, filling in for Jason Lopez. He had an excellent game, the last game and also the first game against Center Hill. And he's one of those players, just as Coach said, he's probably good enough to start, but unfortunately he's backing up Jason Lopez, which is one of the better football players in this part of Missouri.
And let's see, they're going to move. Well, we're going to have officials timeout. 1 minute break right here. Timeout, 5:14 to play first quarter. 14-0 West Plains. Back in a minute on KDY.
Hi, this is Taylor Gruball with Taylor Gruball Chevrolet Buick GMC in West Plains. We have a new goal we're trying to reach before the end of September. So we have our rock bottom prices in all the vehicle windows. The best price just got better. These vehicles will not last, so stop by today. Do not delay to get great buys from nice guys.
Find new roads today.
It's where to go and buy your car. Great service and best price by far. In West Plains Mo, it's where we are. Taylor Grubauer Chevrolet in West Plains.
Fall is upon us. Football games, deer season, cooler temperatures, and falling leaves. Get ready for fall with a trip to Brown Furniture and Appliance. Pick up an Ashley sectional, perfect to watch the game, starting at $9.29. And check out the upright freezers that are in stock. Have plenty of room when you harvest that trophy buck. 24-month interest-free financing with approved credit. Brown Furniture and Appliance, growing with the Ozarks since 1949. And don't forget, fall decor.
The Zizzers play here on today's Hot New Country KDY.
Dagan Kinslow, quarterback from the 28-yard line, looks right, throws right, high pass caught, and it's going to be a short pickup as he threw it to Heston Miller at the 38-yard line. So it'll be second down and about 6 yards to go.
Great catch that time by Miller. The pass was just a little bit high, and Miller had to stretch up and get it. And you know when a wide receiver does that, they're getting ready to get hit in the ribs. He came down with it, absorbed the hit, and was able to get positive yardage.
Second down at about 6, 38-yard line of West Plains. Snap. Quarterback keeps it. Kinslow gets to the 40, driven back there. He picked up 2, and it'll bring up in about 3.
Not a whole lot there for Kinslow that time, but that could be a play that sets up something else. So this offense is very dynamic and very fun to watch with a lot of weapons, so there's no telling what we're getting ready to see on this very next play.
Rolla plays 4-down lineman. And now the snap on third down and 3 yards to go. Got to get it to the 44-yard line. Handoff running left. Miller, boy, nowhere to go. He got bottled up. He'll be dropped for a fumble on the play. It's picked up by Rolla. They return it to the 10, the 5, and a touchdown if that play stands up.
Looks like they blew the play dead, so that was going to come back much like our first touchdown did, and so now the pot is right and everything's fair.
All right, so now that loss moves it back to 36. No touchdown on the play. Hayden Kreider, a junior defensive lineman, came away with that football out of the pile, and he took off. But as it turns out, it's merely going to be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up fourth down now for West Plains. Oh, it's third down according to the sticks. And it'll bring up third down, and now long yardage. They need to pick up 8 here.
Actually, it's Rolla football. So he did recover the fumble. And now we're going first down the other way.
I'll see you in a couple of weeks, Reed.
But at least there's not a touchdown on the play, so come on, defense. Our good buddy Harlan's having a rough night, folks. So
I'm glad you got video to see what's going on, because you can't tell by what is being said here. First down and 10 for Rolla from the West Plains 35, and that's a turnover on the 15. Just shy of the 35, first down and 10 for Rolla. They come up, hounds them. Will break huddle at quarterback. He's a 6'2", 170-pound senior, running back over to the right side, and he'll pick up 2 yards. And that'll bring up second down and about 8. Gage Klossner, a 5'8" senior, 150-pound senior on the carry, short carry on the play, maybe a yard.
Couple of Zizzers in on the tackle, one of which was 63, Miles Foster, junior defensive lineman.
West Plains will play tight up front. 8 men in the box on second down and 9. Flags are down, hit in the backfield, and nowhere for Klossner to go. He got maybe a yard, but flags came down just as the ball was snapped.
Looked like they're going to get the fullback was leaning forward just a little bit right just previous to the snap, and he's the one that caught the ref's attention.
And the penalty will be against Rolla. They're going to decline that, it looks like. Illegal shift. So they'll take the play and 1 yard, and now it's second. Now it should be third down. Hey, all right. Third down, and they are going to give him for progress. It'll be third down and 7 from the 33-yard line of West Plains. Back to throw it. Houndsome, short flat pass is caught, and that's going to be a first down across the 25, down near the 24-yard line. They didn't need much, but they got enough for the first down.
Good route that was run that time, and good catch, and was able to come out of the catch and gain a couple more yards after contact. And it's a good thing that we got him down when we did, because there was nothing but green behind him.
Wide receiver short side of the field over on the right side. Single back double wing, and here we go. From the 24, Houndsome hands off, and he glanced back like that ball might have come out, but not the case. There'll be a short gain on the play, up a couple of yards at most, and that'll bring up a second down and long situation. Aiden Holt, one of those in there. So it'll bring up second down and long.
So Aiden Holt, and again, Miles Foster in there again. So he's having a good game so far.
So a receiver wide left. Houndsome from the 23, man in motion left. They hand off. Oh, ball loose. Loose football, and it's a fumble, and it's picked up by Garrett Drown. West Plains comes away with a turnover at the 21, and that'll bring it into that Rolla drive at 1:47 of the first.
And that was completely brought on by the defensive line that time. The last couple of plays, the defensive line has absolutely dominated the line of scrimmage. Running back had nowhere to go. Somebody got a paw in there, poked it loose, and Garrett Drown comes up with the football.
First down and 10 for West Plains from their own 21-yard line. $1:47 to go in the first quarter. Miller out wide to the right, and the slot left is Connor Lair. Dagan Kinslow will take the snap, and he'll hand off. Lair runs right, 20-yard line, 25-yard line, 30-yard line, up to the 33. And a West Plains first down after a gain of 12.
Great blocks that time again by the offensive line, and then Lair is, as he has gotten older, has gotten way more patient, and he followed those blocks. He stutter stepped a few times and made a couple people miss, and got enough for a first down.
This time Kinslow will stand deep in the formation at the 28-yard line. On first down from the 33, back to throw, steps up, going to run the football, stutter step at 35, at the 40, Hayes at the 45, 46-yard line. That's another first down for West Plains.
And that is why Dagan Kinslow is so dangerous, because you do not have enough defenders to take care of all the wide receivers and have to worry about the quarterback taking off running. And when he takes off and tucks the ball, he's one of the better ball runners that we have.
I was trying to remember last week what we had at the end of the first quarter. It was 28-0 after the first quarter, and we could get a third here before this quarter ends. Still have a minute to play. Kinslow, and now West Plains was not set, and now they call timeout. 59 seconds left. First quarter, West Plains ahead of Rolla by a score of 14-0 back in 30 seconds on KDY.
And there's a flag on the play.
Dr. Edwin Roeder of Ozarks Healthcare Orthopedics and Spine is proud to be the Zizzer team physician. The team at Ozarks Healthcare sends best wishes to athletes for safe play and for exceptional sportsmanship. Ozarks Healthcare hopes you stay healthy, but if injuries happen, Dr. Roeder and the rest of his team are there to help you with your recovery. Ozarks Healthcare Orthopedics and Spine, a proud supporter of Zizzer Athletics.
Ozark Conference football excitement continues now with the Zizzers on KDY.
First down and 10, West Plains up 14-0 on a touchdown pass from Kinslow to Miller, and then an 8-yard run by Connor Lair. West Plains has the football their side of the 50 at the 46. Man, what a small group. I just can't believe how few players Rolla's brought down at about 25 or so.
It almost makes you think they maybe have some under quarantine or something. I don't know.
Handoff, and that's Connor Lair. First two guys miss. He'll be slung down from behind at the 48-yard line on a gain of just a couple on that play. And so West Plains will have second down and about 8 yards to go.
And he was very lucky to get a couple yards out of that, because that was either going to go for a loss or a very extremely short gain.
It was 84 degrees at kickoff. So it's a warm evening. We're not too far from having some much cooler evenings, so I kind of get the feeling. Second down and 8 from the 48-yard line. Rolling to the right. Kinslow, stutter step. Turns it upfield. 50-yard line, 45. And first down at the 43-yard line of Rolla. He nearly stopped running.
He really did. I think
he just stopped.
Yeah, he kind of stopped, and then he zigged when they thought he was going to zag. And he ends up with a first down and any yardage whatsoever.
Turned out it was enough for a first down. That's the 6th first down, and the clock runs out in the first quarter. After one here from Zizzer Stadium, West Plains leads Rolla 14-0, and we're back in 1 minute on KDY.
Don's Auto Service in West Plains has been serving our community for more than 40 years, specializing in doing things better, from selling tires to completing quality auto repair and auto service. If you need tire-related services, like an alignment or rotation, stop on in. We would be happy to help. Don's Auto Service is here for you.
More than just a tire store. Don's Auto Service.
It's not just a home or a car. It's the 5 hours you spent in the kitchen mastering your epic wing recipe and the 3-hour family road trip to the tailgate party. While other insurance companies just see them as a bundle or a combo, State Farm agent Justin Shelby and his team see your home and car as the time and memories you put into them. Justin and his team understand what your things really mean to you and is here to help you give them the protection they deserve.
For all your home and auto insurance needs, talk to me, State Farm agent Justin Shelby, and my team in West Plains and in Houston.
It's back to the field for more Zizzer football action on Hot Country KDY.
All right, it's first down and 10, West Plains 43-yard line. As we switch ends, play action. Kinslow, man, wide open. Connor Lair catches at the 11 and a touchdown.
What a beautiful throw. What a great catch. I didn't see Connor's route, but he obviously ran a good route because he was wide open.
That was the old post pattern right there.
Yep.
And Connor got behind the secondary. First play, second quarter.
And we'll take it.
Covers 43 yards. Extra. Braden Wall will try the kick. Hayden Cook will hold it. And the snap is a little low. The hold is down. The kick is up. And give us a sign. Come on. It's good. What took that long? I mean, it's either good or it's not.
I'm really not sure.
Sheesh. 11:53 to go in the half. 21-0 West Plains. Back in a minute on KDY.
Now's the time to get a deal on select Kubota tractors rated #1 in dependability and easy operation at Edgeler and Harper Farm Equipment, your Kubota dealer. Right now, put 0 down and get 0 APR for 84 months, plus save up to $1,400 at Edgeler and Harper. Now through December 31st, see us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Hi, this is Charlene Smith. Remember, we are 2 names you can trust, Edgeler and Harper and Kubota, Mountain Grove and West Plains.
256-7628. Write it down. Program it in your phone. Just make sure you have it handy. That is the number to J&J Recovering and Towing. Make sure that is your first call when you break down or have an accident. They will answer the phone no matter what time, 24/7, and they will get there fast. J&J Recovering and Towing will take it to the destination of your choosing. So for fast, reliable towing, call J&J Recovering and Towing, 256-7628.
And we come back, the ensuing kickoff, and Rolla will return up to the 30-yard line, 31, before the play is stopped right there. Good coverage by West Plains. Lots of people in on the stop that time. And it'll be 1st down and 10 for the Rolla Bulldogs. On the stop, among a few on the stop that time was Lucas Conyers, a junior, and it'll be 1st and 10 for Rolla. And this has started out in an ominous fashion, and I can't see this getting a whole lot better for them the way it's gone the first quarter plus.
Yeah, they're not having any luck running the ball whatsoever. They've thrown the ball well, but I don't think they're naturally a throwing team, so they're going to have to make some adjustments.
Here's a counter play. They'll run to the left. Klossner gets to the corner, and he'll be hit and taken out of bounds at the 34-yard line. So that'll be a gain of 3 yards. John Franks is the head coach at Rolla. He has a Hall of Fame coach on his staff, Bill Schuchart, who coached over 30 years at Salem.
I'm very familiar with Coach Schuchart.
Are you really?
Yeah. Unfortunately, I got to play against his teams back in the early 90s several times.
Man alive,
they were a machine back then.
They were something. Running that wishbone. It's 2nd down and 8. Bulldogs will have it at their own 34. Back to throw. Hounsome to the sideline, and it's caught. Short pickup, maybe 3 yards on the play, and it'll bring up now 3rd down for the Rolla Bulldogs. Jones on the reception that time. And so now it's, well, they didn't give him anything. It's going to be 3rd down and close to 5.
One thing about the Zizzer defense, we've talked about this for a few years now, is that if there's one red jersey around the ball, there's 5. And that is a wonderful thing to see as both a fan and a defensive coordinator for the West Plains Zizzers. That's exactly what you want them to do.
Connor Lair's up on the line of scrimmage on the end. They'll fake it. Quarterback Hounsome will keep it. He'll get good yardage across the 50-yard, 49, 48, 49-yard line. And that'll bring up 1st down for the Rolla Bulldogs. They get their first of the night there, and that was a good carry by Hounsome, who is, well, I misjudged. They call it, he's down at the 47, but it's still a 1st down. I got that part right.
Yeah, he showed a little speed once he got into daylight and was able to get some nice yardage. Great fake, and that was a typical Schuchart offensive option play.
I think he's having quite an effect on this team's choice of offense. And Hounsome has averaged 10 yards a carry when he has carried this year. 1st down, toss powers play over the left side, and that's going to be a short gain, maybe to the 50-yard line. That'll be worth about 3, and it'll bring up 2nd down and 7 to go. Toss power. You don't see a lot of teams run that play anymore. Nebraska used to run it in the heyday, but not as pretty as spreading 7 wide and throwing it everywhere.
That's right.
It'll bring up now 2nd down and 7. Townsend will have one back behind him. He'll hand it to the man running right. He'll turn it up. Missed tackle. Now the second guy does not miss him. He gets folded up. Boy, I hate to see tackles like that. He got hit high and then he got hit low from behind. Good play by Garrett Drown on the stop. Fain on the carry that time. No gain. It'll be 3rd down and 7.
I thought our man, number 22, Jesse Hudson, was going to make a tackle there, but he had a blocker all over him and still was able to make contact, but not enough to slow him down or bring him to the ground.
So line of scrimmage is just the 49-yard line. Third down and 7. Hounson will have first man up the middle, and that doesn't go very far at all. And so Albury, they were going to mark that at the 40, inside the 47 of West Plains. It'll be 4th down, short 4.
At this point in the game, down 21-0.
Go for it.
I would say go for it.
Clock running again. We're at the 8:24 mark. And they line up, same formation, double wing, single back, wide to the left. And that will probably negate that penalty. Illegal motion will negate the 4th down attempt, probably. They had 4th down and short 4, and then it's going to be close to 10 yards now for the first down. Illegal procedure. It's a 5-yard penalty against the Rolla Bulldogs. And here comes the punt team. Connor Lair will go back deep. And so Hounsom, who is their quarterback, is also their punter. For all the Bulldogs in all white with maroon numerals and decals. West Plains in the white pants, red shirts, black hats. Here's the kick. A good kick. Kicked it away from Lair. Takes a bounce. He'll pick it up on the 10-yard line. He goes to the right, 15-yard line. Gets to the corner. He's at the 20. Flag is down. This play is not going to count. Connor is going to get to the side. Hit the field, 40-yard line. Fun to watch, but it's not going to count.
That's right. Looked like we either had a hold or a block in the back. I couldn't quite see it, but it's way back there at about the 23-yard line where they threw the flag.
So not much mystery as to who this is against. It's just a matter of what the penalty was. But if it's marked from where the flag is laying right now, they would probably move West Plains back to the 9 to start this drive. We'll see if that was in fact the case.
Looks like they got him for a hold, so that'll be a 10-yard penalty. Yeah.
So 7:32 to go in the first half, and Reed, I'm going to have to kick the light on here. Got just enough slack to get there. Here we go. West Plains will line up with Kenslow deep in the formation. I would not be shocked at all to see Heston Miller running down the right hash mark here and throw it far as you can. From the 9, back to throw. Kenslow, he looks. He's wanting to go deep. Gets away from the pressure. Bounces outside. He's at the 10-yard line and tripped up and finally tackled at the 14. They were trying to get the ball downfield that time, way downfield that time.
Looks like Watson Hafer was streaking down the hash mark, and he unfortunately had some good coverage on him.
So 2nd down and 6. 2nd down, 6 yards to go. People don't huddle up much anymore, do they? Next week, we are on the road, going to moving on both sides of the ball, and we'll see if there's a flag. They'll run it to the left side before the tackle is finally made. The ball carrier that time was Parker McGinley. Are you kidding? They didn't throw a flag on that play? People were jumping back on both sides.
They're letting them play, Harlan.
Good.
Yeah.
All right. So a good gain on that play. Close to 5 yards. .6:10 to go. The clock keeps them moving. West Plains at their own 18-yard line. They need a yard for a first down.
They're going to call that one. We did move on that one.
Now, Rolla's line shifted, but West Plains' front line moved. And so that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Boy, did that ever change this next play.
Yeah, you really don't see that very often out of West Plains. The offensive lineman jumping off sides, so there must have been a miscommunication on the cadence there.
Now instead of 1, it's 6. The ball at the 14. Running play around the corner. Hayden Cook on the carry gets bumped out of bounds. It looks like at the 16-yard line. He ended up picking up about 4. That's going to be way short of the first down, though. And you would expect the Zizzers to punt the ball here. That stopped the clock as he went out of bounds at 5:51. And well, forget it. We're going for it on 4th down. 4th down and 2. We're going to go hard count maybe and just try and draw them offside. Maybe that's the deal.
Unfortunately, we have an ambulance leaving in the field right now. I'm really hoping it wasn't somebody that was here.
And they go for it, and a pass out to the flat left side bounces off the hands of Watson Hafer and on downs. So Rolla gets the ball on a real at the 18-yard line.
So a couple things going there. I mean, we have a gunslinger mentality and looking to sneak a first down out of there, and then we completely trust our defense. So that's a good thing. Hopefully our defense can stiffen up here and keep them out of the end zone.
First down for Rolla on the turnover on downs on the incomplete pass from their own 18-yard line. Hanson will be under center. One back man in motion, Klausner, and man, talk about a kerfuffle. The quarterback and the running back both had their hands on the ball. 2 red shirts had a hold of both of them, and it goes for about a yard.
Looked like the quarterback actually wanted to pull that ball that time, and
didn't want to give it back.
The running back was clamped on it, and a couple red shirts were clamped onto him.
They'll send a play in from the sideline. Now, Rolla does huddle up. Hounson went to the sideline and got the call from Coach Franks. Here we go on 2nd down and 9. Back to throw, roll out, pressure on the quarterback. Gets away, though. Looks left, throws underneath. And it's going to be intended out in the left flat, but incomplete, and it'll be now 3rd down and 9 to go. Almost a sack.
Almost a sack, and we're pretty lucky there because he had a couple of receivers open, streaking across the field as he took off on his scramble. So good defense that time by the West Plains Zizzers to put pressure on the quarterback, but we got to have a little bit better coverage than that, fellas.
Now the 17-yard line. Still 3rd down and 9. Going by the yard markers. Let's see if they do so. Well, let's stop and do something else. The referee stops play. Delay a game. Well, I'll give them a little more room to work with. Tomorrow on our sister station, Q94, the home of the Missouri Tigers. They'll be playing. That game's in Lexington, I believe, tomorrow.
There's some really good games on the college level in the immediate area. Missouri State's playing Central Arkansas. Mizzou, Kentucky is a big game. Arkansas is playing Texas. Arkansas State is playing Memphis. Great slate of games.
On 3rd down, quarterback will hand on the counter up the middle to the 15. That's going to be short of the first down. Well short after the penalty. And they're going to mark him down to 21-yard line. So they need 12 to get the first down. but not much there. You know, Rolla with this type of offense, you run that double wing offense, you run between the tackles a lot. And from just a purely strength standpoint, that's going to be really hard for Rolla to get anything done in the middle against the West Plains defense.
Yeah, I agree. They have some rather large linemen. I mean, their line is every bit as big as ours, but they are not able to get any kind of push off the ball whatsoever. And that's a testament to our aggressive style of defense. Our defensive linemen, they play with an attitude.
So timeout, 4:10 to go in the first half. 21-0 West Plains. Back in 30 seconds on KDY.
The sun is coming up in the Ozarks. And what better way to make your day than by eating at the famous Ozark Cafe? Ozark Cafe serves some of the best home cooking in the Ozarks. It's all there for you with a menu that includes breakfast, lunch, and dinner, with breakfast served anytime. New hours are 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturdays 6 a.m. to 3 p.m., closed on Sundays. Ozark Cafe at 662 Missouri Avenue in West Plains. Make your day at the Ozark Cafe.
West Plains football continues now on Hot Country KDY.
So now it's 3rd down and 12. 4:10 to go. In the first half, West Plains rolled up 21 pretty easy, but no scoring for a while. Roll out to the left, Handsome. He's going to look to the left sideline. He throws that way. Ball is incomplete because Aiden Holt just clocked the quarterback at the 32-yard line as he was getting ready to throw it.
Aiden Holt, a player that we missed all year last year for the most part, and has really come on this year as a senior and contributing big time on that defense.
So on that, it'll be West Plains ball with 4:01 to go in the half. 1st down and 10, and at the 20, it says 20-yard line. And that's where it's at. 1st down and 10. Next week we'll be in Camdenton against the Camdenton Lakers. That's always...
You never really know what you're going to get with Camden. Camden was not very good last year. And it was actually kind of shocking. But so far this season, the two played, they've fared pretty well. So it looks like they're having a resurgent season. You're going to get with Camden. And if I was to pick a team that is somewhat of a rivalry with West Plains, it would certainly be the Lakers from Camden.
Well, they have probably as much, maybe more than anyone else in the Ozark Conference, have such a great tradition going back to the time Bob Shore came in about 1976 and stayed there and still there, actually. 1st down and 10. Rolling right, throwing down the field, and that ball is tipped and almost intercepted. That play didn't work from the get-go as Kinslow rolled right through on the run, and the ball was just a little bit underthrown. Leeser, the intended receiver, at around the 40-yard line of West Plains. 2nd down and 10 with 3:54 to go in the half.
Hit him right in the face mask, Harlan. I never could catch a ball either, so.
Not there.
Yeah, there's a reason why he's not a wide receiver. He's a defensive back.
So it'll be 2nd down. The clock stopped at 3:54. And another timeout. 3:54 to go, and timeout on the field. And we'll take a break here. Back in 30 seconds on Hot Country KDY.
Hey, bro, check this out. Whoa! I know, dude. It's this Pepsi Wild Cherry, man.
Here, hand me one. I gotta try it.
Oh, man. I told you. Here. Last one for good measure.
Uh-oh.
Dude, that was Mr. Flanagan's mailbox.
Let's bail.
Okay.
Pepsi Wild Cherry. Explosively cherry. Pepsi Wild Cherry will not actually blow things up, but will cause an explosion of flavor in your mouth. Now offering Pepsi multi-packs at participating locations.
Now it's more Zizzer football excitement on Hot Country KDY.
3:54 to go, 1st half. And we're usually right around 8 o'clock when the first half ends.
And we're pretty much on that pace right now. Bolivar and Lebanon is another game in the Ozark Conference that we're going to pay attention to. I believe, if I remember correctly, we have to go to Lebanon this year. Whatever the case, wherever we play them, it's going to be a handful.
We have to go to Lebanon. We have to go to Bolivar.
I'll tell you what, that Bolivar trip, it's not as far as going to Joplin, but not by much.
Right.
It's a pretty good haul, and Bolivar, it's hard to get a gauge on where they're at right now after about 4 or 5 weeks. We don't play them, I think, until the very end of the season, though.
Yeah, we have to go to Camdenton, too. So that's 3 big games on the road. Some of the best games I've ever seen West Plains play have been against Camdenton and Lebanon. I mean, as far as overall competition and excitement and coming down to the last minute. Probably the best high school football game I've seen in a long time was 2 years ago at Camdenton when we ended up losing in overtime. But my goodness, what a great game.
I remember that. It was a great football game. On 2nd down and 10, they'll run to the left and get to the 21 before that play is stopped. On the carry for West Plains, Dalton Cox. And hardly a gain on the play. So now 3rd down and 9 after an incompletion and a run. 3:35 to go in the first half. Touchdowns scored, 2 of them tonight for Connor and the other by Heston Miller. So we'll have 1 receiver left. Now back to throw. Kinslow steps up, throws underneath. That ball is caught. 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. A big play, cutting it back. This may go unless he's caught from behind. 30-yard line, 25 down to 23. And a big, big play. I was trying to get... Was that Hafer on the reception?
That was a Watson Hafer, and it looks like they're going to call that one back, Arlen. There was a flag on the play that I didn't see, and the coach is going ballistic.
There was a blow-up block right where that flag took place, but it wasn't an illegal block. I mean, it was from the front. The block wasn't, or the block wasn't low. It was high. I guess he hit him too hard.
Because sometimes when the arms get extended out there, I mean, if the referee's in the wrong angle, it could look like a hold. I don't know. But I didn't see anything on the play either.
2:56 to go in the half. It is officially a holding call, so it'll be still 3rd down. Ball back to just shy of the 20-yard line for West Plains. Kinslow takes it, hands it, and boy, that went nowhere. That went less than nowhere. A loss of 2 on the carry. That time they handed it to Connor Lair, and there was all sorts of, Hank Stram would say, up front on that play.
Yeah, it looks like our offensive line's a little bit out of sync, and Rolla has made some adjustments on defense, and they're playing really well all of a sudden, clamping down on West Plains. So we'll take that into halftime and see what kind of adjustments we need to make on the offensive line and see what we can do in the second half.
It'll be a punting situation now. And do we get another timeout? Timeout. 1:55 to go, first half. West Plains on top, 21-0 on Hot Country KDY.
We all love things that are free, like the free gift you receive when you open a free checking account, business or personal, at West Plains Bank and Trust Company. You can even score free gifts for your family and friends if you refer them and they open free checking accounts. Plus, earn a free gift for yourself each time your referrals open an account. Visit us in West Plains, Mountain View, or Willow Springs for more information and find out for yourself why customers leave as friends. West Plains Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC.
The Zizzers play here on today's Hot New Country KDY.
During the timeout, Matt Perkins, West Plains coach, went out to beef with the referee about that holding call that negated a huge play from scrimmage. Last score for West Plains happened first play of this quarter, as a matter of fact. 7 seconds in, and we haven't had any points since then. And now we'll kick the football away. Simpson's going to stand back at his 5. Let's see if Rolla comes for it. They do. And the kick is away. End over end kick. What a big bounce. Look at this thing go. Looks like a Super Ball going down the field. And it'll be down by the Zizzers, trying to shush it on a little bit further. That's going to be at the 25-yard line. So that works out to be a 55-yard punt with the roll.
Fantastic roll. I think we had about 20 yards of roll. Just an update. Lebanon and Bolivar, second quarter, 0-0. Ooh.
So first down and 10. Now we have 1:55. It's taken 15 minutes to play the last 2 minutes. First down and 10, and Hounsome will bring the team up at their own 25-yard line. A double tight end set. Split backs for the first time tonight. They run right, and they get a little bit of room up to the 30-yard line before the tackle is made over there. Good pursuit. Garrett Drown was over there along with a few others.
We're playing assignment football on defense, and Carter McCracken absolutely just blew up the quarterback. Almost to the point where I feel sorry for him.
I noticed you said almost. It's second down and 5. Just shy of the 31-yard line. Hounsome and the Bulldogs, and they're letting the clock run. 1:20 to go in the half. They'll run left again. That's enough for a first down as they handed the ball off to Hayden Fain, who picked up pretty good yardage and a gain on the play of 8. And it's first down and 10 for Rolla, who have 3 first downs in the first half. So first down and 10, clock down to 1:07. On first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Hounsome's going to roll the pass. Big pressure from Connor Lair from behind. He got him for the sack. Down at the 25-yard line. Loss of 13 on the play.
Big play by Connor Lair that time. He came screaming in from that right side of the defense. Quarterback had no chance to escape that man.
No chance at all. Connor was coming, and it was just a matter of
when's it going down?
When's it going to happen? And there it was, right on the McDonald's Field logo. And now it is second down. They're at the 24. They got to get it to the 48, so double what they're at right now. And a whistle before the snap with 5 seconds to go. They didn't get the play off in time. So back it up just inside the 20. Actually now they're going to say the 19, and that would be correct, I guess. So now it's second and 29 of the first half is not going to be run. That's the end of the first half. At the half, 21-0 West Plains as we move to the Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply halftime, and we'll do that in just a moment on Hot Country KDY.
Outpost Motorsports in downtown West Plains has side-by-sides in stock ready for your next adventure, your hunting trip, or to work around the farm. See the High Sun Sector 550, perfect for work or play. High Sun Sector comes top windshield and winch. Stop by Outpost Motorsports next to the Civic Center and check out a full line of side-by-sides in stock now. Check them out online at outpostmotorsports.com.
When you think anything for the office, think Bureau. From furnishings for the whole office, janitorial supplies, pens, paper, supplies, and more, think Bureau. See Reed and the crew for anything you need for the office, and they will deliver as well. Bureau is open Monday through Friday from 8 to 5, just off the square on West Plains, and 24 hours a day, 7 days a week online at thinkbureau.com. That's thinkbureau.com.
Living with severe COPD can create many different challenges, like having to use supplemental oxygen or a ventilator. Ozarks Healthcare medical equipment uses ResMed Astral units that also include a connectivity module for ease of wireless access. Interested in how to qualify or currently using a ventilator or CPAP and want information about our services? Call us at 417-256-0900 or visit us at 1703 West 8th Street in West Plains. Ozarks Healthcare medical equipment, formerly Home.
Driving in the fall and winter months can be challenging. You never know what Mother Nature will bring each day. Make sure your tires have plenty of tread. Give Wilbanks Tire a chance to sell you a new set of tires. Once you buy a set of tires from Wilbanks Tire, you can come in anytime for free tire rotation for the life of your tires. So once a customer of Wilbanks Tire, you will always be a customer of Wilbanks Tire. Wilbanks Tire, 201 West 2nd Street in West Plains.
West Plains Propane at the corner of Lincoln Avenue and Broadway is always ready to help you out. No one ever described an inviting home as cold and cozy, and West Plains Propane will make sure it never does. Wherever you are in West Plains and surrounding area, give us a call and we'll call us at 417-256-3470 for a free estimate. Making sure our customers are our warmest friends.
Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply, we have it all for you.
Hi, this is Mark. We have great news. Right now, the Bad Boy tractors are on the lot and priced right. Yes, you heard that right, Bad Boy tractors. Stop in and check out the compact tractors with low-rate financing available. They are built Bad Boy tough to carry the load. Hirsch knows tractors. See us today.
Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply since 1974. Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply, we're more than a farm store.
Ozark Conference football excitement continues now with the Zizzers on KDY.
Back with Reed Grigsby here at Zizzer Stadium, week 3 of the season, second home game, and West Plains has jumped out to a 21-0 lead after the first 2 quarters. You know, I really thought this thing was going to get away big time from Rolla here in the first half, and I'm not sure exactly why, but it's odd that we didn't score another touchdown in the rest of the second quarter.
Yeah, we didn't play real clean that second quarter. And when you talked about before the game in your interview with Perkins, talking about playing clean and not making a lot of mistakes. We made a lot of mistakes in that second quarter. We really couldn't get our offense going. Some of the blocks were breaking down sooner than what they should. And Rolla, to their credit, really stepped it up a little bit defensively. And we had a hard time handling them.
This is the Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply halftime. Let's take a look and see what scoring took place. And with 8 minutes to go in the first half, Dagan Kinslow connected with Heston Miller on a 4-yard touchdown pass. And the extra point made it 7-0, 8 minutes the time. And then just less than a minute after, Connor Lair on an 8-yard touchdown run made it 14-0. Starting the second quarter, first play of the second quarter, Kinslow connected with Lair on a 43-yard catch and run, and it was 21-0 at that point. And you just kind of got the feeling that it was just going to keep going from there, kind of like last week's game, but not necessarily the case. West Plains dominated statistically in the first half. And, you know, we saw Center Hill High School here from Mississippi in the first week of the season, and they couldn't throw the ball a lick. They just could not throw the football. Hillcrest last week, nothing there. Rolla can throw it a little bit, but we haven't seen much of that so far tonight. And
kind of what I'm wary of is we're going to get deeper into the season. We're going to, next week, when we play Camden, we're going to run into some teams that can throw the ball. And so it'd be nice to have a little bit of time against that sort of an offense, because down the road you're going to have to do a good job of getting after the quarterback and defending the pass.
Yeah, Camden a few years ago switching to that more of a spread offense rather than an option. They were a power I offense before that, I think. So they throw the ball around a little bit. Rolla, the quarterback, looks like he can throw it. He's just not getting any time to throw it. However, he has had some wide open receivers down the field. So that's definitely something we're going to have to look out for, and something we're going to have to watch and practice in the weeks coming up, because we're getting ready to hit Murderer's Row as far as the Ozark Conference is concerned.
And as Reed was saying just a moment ago, at halftime, it's Lebanon and Bolivar, correct?
0-0 at halftime.
All right, so we'll take another timeout. More at halftime on the Hurst Freedom Farm Supply halftime update, and the score 1 and Rolla nothing on Hot Country KDY.
Hey, this is Damon with TLG Peterbilt in Willow Springs. We proudly support our West Plains Zizzers. Here at TLG Peterbilt, we offer an extensive lineup of all parts for all models of all trucks and trailers in the industry. Uptime all the time. The Larson Group Peterbilt online at tlgtrucks.com or find us on US 60 in Willow Springs.
You may not need an electrician every day, but when you do, choose SRS Electric in West Plains. Sean and his crew at SRS Electric will get the job done. They're dependable, reliable, and honest. Whether you need a new house wired, you need new light fixtures installed, or just simple repairs, remember SRS Electric. Find out why people recommend SRS Electric in West Plains. Find them on Facebook or call 274-0787.
The Dream Factory of South Central Missouri and Northern Arkansas are making dreams come true for critically and chronically ill children. Our local Dream Factory needs your help. If you would like to make a donation or know a child that is chronically ill in our area that we can help make their dream come true, please call 417-255-5615. This is a not-for-profit organization.
Owning your home or farm is an American dream. Wiles Abstract and Title help you accomplish that dream by having expanded services to make buying or selling real estate seamless. Closing services include electronic signatures, which limits the number of physical signatures needed.
This is Ashley Matajak at Wiles Title. Buying and selling real time. Don't let the stress overwhelm you. Choose Wiles Title and let us take care of it for you. Your choice. Choose Wiles Abstract and Title on the Square, downtown West Plains.
Hi, this is Riley. And I'm Reese. Our parents, Scott and Crystal Brown at Lynch Equipment in West Plains, have earned a reputation of standing behind the products we sell. That's why we carry Land Pride rotary cutters. Land Pride is heavy duty, packed with many features, and comes with a 5-year limited gearbox warranty. So if you are looking for a performance cutter for farm grass maintenance, stop in Lynch Equipment in West Plains and see our parents, Scott and Crystal Brown.
Lynch Equipment, your Land Pride and Coyote dealer of the Ozarks.
There's a flag on the play.
Dr. Edwin Roeder of Ozarks Healthcare Orthopedics and Spine is proud to be the Zizzer team physician. The team at Ozarks Healthcare sends best wishes to all Zizzer athletes for safe play and for exceptional sportsmanship. Ozarks Healthcare hopes you stay healthy, but if injuries happen, Dr. Roeder and the rest of his team are there to help you with your recovery. Ozarks Healthcare Orthopedics and Spine, a proud supporter of Zizzer Athletics.
It's back to the field for more Zizzer football action on Hot Country KDY.
I think we were talking, it may have been last week, I'm not sure, but we were talking during one of our broadcasts here to start the season about how football on Friday nights at Zizzer Stadium is not just a game, but it's kind of an event. And one of the aspects of football night here is always the Zizzer Pride Band, and they do such a great job. They, under Rocky Long, this is a great program. We had our daughter was a part of it, and that was one of the best things that I think that she did in school, one of the most beneficial things. And you've got all these kids out here they work hard at this. They work marching. And it's always fun to see the Zizzer Pride Band out there.
Yeah, absolutely. Parade this year. We didn't have one last year because one of my favorite sights of the year is the Zizzer marching band marching down Main Street in West Plains, Missouri, and going around the square and then playing for all the kids. And it's truly a sight to behold. Have great-looking uniforms, great musicians, and Rocky does an excellent job building this band and keeping up with the kids and making sure that they have what they need to succeed.
It's, you go to different places for ball games, and in many cases, many schools don't have the numbers in their band, and obviously maybe not the interest, but boy, here at West Plains, the arts, band, vocal music, however you want to classify everything, is just as important as anything else. And there have been many kids who have gone on to, education at the college level, thanks to their band education they get here in West Plains.
Yeah, a band and choir both. I mean, and the cool thing about West Plains is it has a ton of support, community support. It's not one of those things where it's the athletes against the artsy type kids, because you can do both, and it's perfectly acceptable in West Plains. I did both. Enjoyed it, every minute of it, and there's a lot of athletes that are in choir or that are in band, and it's a well-rounded, fun education for those kids.
What did you play?
I didn't play. I was in choir, concert choir.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Were you a baritone or a bass?
Well,
or a tenor?
Funny story. I was a little bitty fella, so I was a high tenor when I was a freshman. Mm-hmm. Quickly changed to baritone, and then I pretty much stayed in the baritone range. I did a little bit of bass, depending on the song.
As you developed it too, probably.
Yeah, right? It was funny. We talk about this all the time. Me and my were in college, and I was a high tenor, and so was she. So we stood right next to each other.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that's where she first felt the spark of Reed Grigsby.
The hit heard round the world.
Yeah, she's listening at home right now. Sorry, honey.
We are at halftime. It's 21-0. The band continues to play, and we'll be back in just a moment. We'll have Reed take a look. He's got some scores here from around the area tonight. We'll get to that next here on the Hurst Feed and Fire Supply halftime on Hot Country KDY.
The air you breathe is so important to the health of you and those around you. Call Current Incorporated now and schedule a time for the Beast. The Beast Roto Brush is designed to clean and sanitize all of your ductwork. Current also has a camera system to make sure there are no blockages. Make sure you are breathing clean air inside your home or business.
Real fast service right to your door. Call 257-0504. 257-0504.
Driving in the fall and winter months can be challenging. You never know what Mother Nature will bring each day. Make sure your tires have plenty of tread. Give Wilbanks Tire a chance to sell you a new set of tires. Once you buy a set of tires from Wilbanks Tire, you can come in anytime for free tire rotation for the life of your tires. So once a customer of Wilbanks Tire, you will always be a customer of Wilbanks Tire. Wilbanks Tire, 201 West 2nd Street in West Plains.
Now's the time to get a deal on select Kubota tractors rated #1 in dependability and easy operation at Edgeler and Harper Farm Equipment, your Kubota dealer. Right now, put 0 down and get 0 APR for 84 months, plus save up to $1,400 at Edgeler and Harper. Now through December 31st. See us or go to .com for full disclaimer.
Hi, this is John Edgeler. Remember, we are two names you can Harper and Kubota, West Plains and Mountain Grove.
If you're looking for a career with a well-established business that has been around since 1949, look no further. Stop in at Brown Furniture and Appliance in downtown West Plains. Brown Furniture and Appliance is looking for a full-time salesperson to join their team. Stop by Brown Furniture in downtown West Plains during regular business hours to learn more. Brown Furniture and Appliance in downtown West Plains, growing with the Ozarks since 1949.
Hi, this is Taylor Gruball with Taylor Gruball Chevrolet Buick GMC in West Plains. We have a new goal we're trying to reach before the end of September, so we have our rock bottom prices in all the vehicle windows. The best price just got better. These vehicles will not last, so stop by today. Do not delay to get great buys from nice guys.
Find new roads today.
It's where to go and buy your car. Great service and best price by far. In West Plains Mo, it's where we are. Taylor Grubauer Chevrolet in West Plains.
256-7628. Write it down. Program it in your phone. Just make sure you have it handy. That is the number to J&J Recovering and Towing. Make sure that is your first call when you break down or have an accident. They will answer the phone no matter what time, 24/7, and they will get there fast. J&J Recovering and Towing will take it to the destination of your choosing. So for fast, reliable towing, call J&J Recovering and Towing, 256-7628.
West Plains football continues now on Hot Country KDY.
Our man Corby is multitasking, but he's watching us tonight on the live stream, so good to know. We've got several folks that are watching again on the live stream on OzarkRadioNews.com and on the Hot Country KDY Facebook page. Reed Grigsby over here has been giving me some of the scores. Let's have him share some of that with you. What's going on tonight, Reed?
Oh, I closed out the...
Oh,
sorry.
Good timing on my
I'm
part.
almost there. Thanks for the heads up, Harlan. So it looks like, so the area scores, we'll talk about it a little bit. Here we go. West Plains Rolla, we know that one. Lebanon Bolivar 0-0 half. Camdenton Parkview. Camdenton's up on Parkview 21-0 in the second quarter. Waynesville's up on Kickapoo. Actually, Waynesville and Kickapoo tied now in the second quarter. Carl Junction, who will likely meet come district time, they are up 20-0 on Branson at half. Let's see who else we got here. Thayer is up 34-8 on Mountain View Liberty in the second quarter. Ugh. Houston is up 7-6 on Salem in the second quarter. Kabul 7, Willow Springs 6 in the second quarter. Ava 14, Mountain Grove 13. So they're 1-point games in the SCA for sure. And that's all I got for you.
All right. So we don't have any monumental blowouts in effect, but we have some games where teams are in control, like this one, 21-0. I'm kind of fascinated by that Lebanon score, because if there was a team along with West Plains, I think when the year started, the people said, okay, what teams along with West Plains do you expect to, be some of the better teams in the league? I think Lebanon would have been one of the first teams you'd mention. Every year you keep saying, or in Camdenton, of course. Sure. But you keep saying year to year, well, Kickapoo's surely going to be back this year. I'm starting to think they're just on a sabbatical for a while until they get some players.
Yeah, their program's kind of been in shambles the last 3 or 4 years, and they've got, from what I hear, it's getting better, but I don't think this year is going to be the year for them. Is the intriguing one. Of course, they're new this year, replacing, Central. So that was a good add to our conference. It made our conference much stronger. And so those teams that are, in the outside of Springfield teams, let's say, of West Plains, Bolivar, Camdenton, Lebanon, those seem to be the 4 toughest teams in the conference at the moment.
Tougher not only from a football standpoint, but from basketball as well. They have probably the best player in South Central Missouri, Southwest Missouri this season. 6'6" kid, plays guard, and he's just a nightmare. He put on quite a show. I believe Polk is his last name, but he put on a show at the Blue and Gold tournament last year, and so they'll be a handful on the basketball court. We'll see how things shake out as we get ready for that, but we have a long way to go before we get there, and we're very anxious to see how this football season is going to play out. And the Zizzers again tonight, who are playing without Jason Lopez at linebacker. We were told that Dagan Kinslow was not going to play tonight, and odd, because we've called his name many times here in the first half. Yeah. So
We're going to have a meeting about that. Anyway, the teams are back out on the field. They're stretching, getting ready. We'll take our final break of the half here on the Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply halftime update. We'll come back with the second half next here on KDY.
Hi, this is Riley. And I'm Reese. Our parents, Scott and Crystal Brown, at Lynch Equipment in West Plains have earned a reputation of standing behind the products we sell. That's why we carry Lampride rotary cutters. Lampride is heavy duty, packed with many features, and comes with a 5-year limited gearbox warranty. So if you are looking for a performance cutter for farm grass maintenance, stop in Lynch Equipment in West Plains and see our parents, Scott and Crystal Brown.
Lynch Equipment, your Lampride and Coyote dealer of the Ozarks.
Hey, bro, check this out. Whoa! I know, dude. It's this Pepsi Wild Cherry, man.
Here, hand me one. I gotta try it.
Oh, man. I told you. Here. Last one for good measure.
Uh-oh.
Dude, that was Mr. Flanagan's mailbox.
Let's bail.
Okay.
Pepsi Wild Cherry. Explosively cherry. Pepsi Wild Cherry will not actually blow things up, but will cause an explosion of flavor in your mouth. Now offering Pepsi multi-packs at participating locations.
It's not just a home or a car. It's the 5 hours you spent in the kitchen mastering your epic wing recipe and the 3-hour family road trip to the tailgate party. While other insurance companies just see them as a bundle or a combo, State Farm agent Justin Shelby and his team see your home and car as the time and memories you put into them. Justin and his team understand what your things really mean to you and is here to help you give them the protection they deserve.
For all your home and auto insurance needs, talk to me, State Farm agent Justin Shelby, and my team in West Plains and in Houston.
Bonnie's Outdoors at the Southern Hills Shopping Center in West Plains is your headquarters for the outdoors. You know, fall is going to be sneaking up on us, and you've got hunting season. You've got great fishing in the fall. Stock up on all the fishing tackle and get the game cameras that you need and the attractants that you need. And of course, there's new fall sports outdoor apparel arriving daily at Bonnie's Outdoors, Southern Hills Shopping Center, West Plains.
You may not need an electrician every day, but when you do, choose SRS Electric in West Plains. Sean and his crew at SRS Electric will get the job done. They're dependable, reliable, and honest. Whether you need a new house wired, fixtures installed, or just simple repairs, remember SRS Electric. Find out why people recommend SRS Electric in West Plains. Find them on Facebook or call 274-0787.
The sun is coming up in the Ozarks, and what better way to make your day than by eating at the famous Ozark Cafe. Ozark Cafe serves some of the best home cooking in the Ozarks. It's all there for you with a menu that includes breakfast, lunch, and dinner, with breakfast served anytime. New hours are 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturdays 6 a.m. to 3 p.m., closed on Sundays. Ozark Cafe at 662 Missouri Avenue in West Plains. Make your day at the Ozark Cafe.
Now it's more Zizzer football excitement on Hot Country KDY.
Braden Wall will kick it away to start the second half in this football game as the Zizzers are a leg up on going 3-0. Rolla's got a lot of work to do, but they're down 21-0, and realistically they should be probably down further than that. Here's the kick. A bouncer picked at the 13, 20-yard line, 25-yard line. Bounce back, tackle made there, and that's the way the second half starts. And I believe Aiden Holt was down there on the stop. Boy, he is a football playing machine.
He really is, and you know he plays a lot larger than what he actually is, and he is a very good tackler. I've noticed his form over the years. He is able to wrap up and bring people down the ground. That's probably his biggest talent.
So first down and 10, and let's see if West Plains is a little more motivated here in the second half, because it was just, I don't know, it was kind of a sluggish effort in the second quarter. First down now for the Bulldogs from their own 23. They'll run it to the left, and there, but boy, the quarterback Hounsome handed the ball off, and he got planted by, I think it was Connor Lair. Somebody got him and just put him straight down into the turf.
Yeah, he's eventually going to say, let's run a different play, guys.
Let's not run toward number 40, whatever we do. There'll be a gain on the play of a yard, maybe 2, and it'll be second down and 8. Second down and 8 in the 25-yard line of Rolla. This time a wingman in a split backfield. They'll hand it off. First man right side. Not much there on the handoff that time to the running back, and that is Hayden Fain, who will pick up about 3 yards. And is about 5 yards to go for the first down. Third down, and we're a minute into the third quarter, second half here at Zizzer Stadium.
It was brought down that time, but number 24, Garrett Drown, out of that middle linebacker position. And Garrett, once again, is always around the action, so linebacker is a good position for him.
Drown and Holt are at the linebacker spot now. Slot man to the right, and split backs and hound some toss play running to the right. This is not going to work well at all. And the hit is made, and the tackle is made in the backfield. Terrific job coming up. Jesse Hudson left his impression on the ball carrier, and there will be a loss on that play of 3 yards, and it's going to be 4th down and 8.
And I believe that's the first time we've seen Rolla try to run to the outside. So they spent the whole first half in between the tackles. They thought maybe they could catch us off guard and run to the sideline. And we just have too much team speed and too much of an aggressive defense to get away with that.
If you think it's hard to run up the middle against West Plains defense, try running wide on their defense, and you're going to find out that doesn't work either. Here's the punt. Back at the 15-yard line. Kick is away. A really good kick. Takes a neutral bounce. Bulldogs will down it at the 43-yard line, and it'll be 1st down and 10 for West Plains right there. Of course, now we came into this thinking that Dagan Kinslow was not going to play. So we expected to see the Zizzers run the ball a lot more, but we haven't been shy at all about throwing the football tonight.
Hey, absolutely not, and we really shouldn't be shy about throwing the ball because we do it really, really well. And so hopefully we'll see a lot more balls in the air here in the second half.
Sometime this half, you're going to hear a starter pistol, and Heston Miller going straight down the field. We'll see how far Dagan can throw the football because that's probably going to happen. He is in motion from right to left. And now Kinslow will keep it. Quarterback play up over the left guard, and he'll get up to the 44-yard line. That's a really short run of just 1 yard. It'll be 2nd down and 9 yards to go. I got to be honest. You know, Rolla, for having small numbers, their kids up front are doing a pretty good job competing.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, they have a good program, and so they have some really good size on the defensive line, and you know, they obviously have a good weight program and all that good stuff because these guys are pretty tough.
They got Brock Owens, 6 foot 275 at defensive tackle. Here's a quarterback keeper up the middle, 50-yard line, 45-yard line, 40-yard line, dives to the 35, and that's a big run and a 1st down for West Plains. Gain on the play of 22 yards.
Offensive line did a little bit better job that time creating some space for Kinslow. He had a heck of a gap coming off that left side and was able to get nice yardage.
1st down for West Plains they gave him progress to the 34-yard line of Rolla. 9:18 to play. First in the third quarter, pass to the sideline. Connor Lair on a flare pass gets to the 25, pushes a couple of guys over, and gets to the 23-yard line. That's going to be close to it. Is a 1st down. Should be a 1st down.
Good block by Watson Hafer out there in the flat. Now you got to like a wide receiver coming out into space and laying some good blocks, showing that he is not a selfish player.
That's good enough for a Zizzer.
At the 23 of Rolla. Let's see if West Plains can punch this in for their 4th touchdown. Play action. Oh, wide open in the end zone. Nobody near him. Catch, touchdown on the throw to Watson Hafer. Boy, somebody bit on the fake, didn't they?
They're so scared of Connor Lair. The fake was to Connor Lair, which was almost a repeat of the last play. Sprung Watson Hafer. He was wide open. There was nobody within 15 yards.
If that.
Yeah.
And when you're that open, man, it's hard to catch a pass, but I mean like that. Oh, please don't let me drop it. Please, please, please. Yeah. Extra point try again. Braden Wall will come out. That happened with 9:06 to play in the third quarter of this football game. Snap is bad. Picked up. Hayden Cook's going to scramble to the right. Looks at the end zone. Throws. Got a guy there. Triple team. Tipped up in the air. And it's going to be incomplete.
Almost came down with it.
With 3 guys around him even.
Right.
9:06 to play, third quarter. Your score, West Plains 27 and the Rolla Bulldogs nothing. Back in a minute on KDY.
Outpost Motorsports in downtown West Plains has side-by-sides in stock ready for your next adventure, your hunting trip, or to work around the farm. See the High Sun Sector 550, perfect for work or play. High Sun Sector comes standard with top windshield and winch. Stop by Outpost Motorsports next to the Civic Center and check out a full line of side-by-sides in stock now. Check them out online at outpostmotorsports.com.
Owning your home or farm is an American dream. Wiles Abstract and Title help you accomplish that dream by having expanded services to make buying or selling real estate seamless. Closing services include electronic signatures, which limits the number of physical signatures needed.
This is Ashley Matajak at Wiles Title. Buying and selling real estate is an exciting time. Don't let the stress overwhelm you. Choose Wiles Title and let us take care of it for you. It's your choice. Choose Wiles Abstract and Title on the Square, downtown West Plains.
The Zizzers play here on today's Hot New Country KDY.
27-0. Here's the ensuing kick, and a long line drive will hit at the 3 and go through the end zone. We have found out after Mr. Thomas last year that we have another leg in waiting. Wall can kick the ball a long way.
He really can. He's quite a soccer player, too. So he's a two-sport athlete. There's a few two-sport athletes out here. Landon Casey, that he's a starting defensive back, is also one of the top players on the side.
Really good player.
Yeah, really, really good player. Just a natural athlete, and he does well at both sports.
First down and 10 from the 20-yard line for Rolla.
Soccer team is 7-1, having a really great start to the season.
They were pretty good last year. I was really impressed at the really young kids that they have that were very good. Tight formation, running play to the right, and it'll pick up 1, maybe 2, and a lot of grief for Fane, the running back, as he ran into the West Plains front over there. Good pursuit that time. McCracken, one of those in on the tackle that time for West Plains. It'll bring up 2nd down and 9.
It was the suspect, McCracken, Hudson, Drown, and it looked like Holt was over there too.
Next week, we'll broadcast from Camdenton. That will be a big Ozark Conference, one of the biggest ones of the year. 2nd down, 9 from their 21. Rolla. They'll run the ball over the left side. That turned into a pretty good carry that time for Fane. Hayden Fane gets it across at 25. Hit the 27-yard line. And so that's a gain of about 5, maybe 6 yards. 6 yards on the carry. So it's 3rd down.
It looks like Rolla is opening up their playbook a little bit more than when they did in the first half, and there's a little bit more going on in that option offense. And so it's going to be tough for the Zizzers to play assignment football man-to-man. That's what you have to do against these option teams.
Hounsome under center will hand off. First guy, first down over the right guard. They get it up to the 35-yard line. And so it'll be a gain on the play of about 8. And a first down for the Rolla Bulldogs with 7:42 to go in the 3rd quarter. Sometimes, the best approach is straight on, and they've just run right at West Plains a couple of times here, and they've had some success doing it.
They're flaring a pitch man out to the outside, which is kind of keeping our outside linebackers and our defensive ends honest a little bit, and that's loosening up the center.
And they're really yet to run the option play tonight. That's always part of that offense, but not yet. Wingman left, they run left, and they'll hand off to the left and pick up another yard. Again, Connor Lair was in the backfield, and he just buried the quarterback that time, Hounsome, as Adam Hounsome was flat on his back. Right after that, a flag down on holding. No, face mask. Face mask is the call.
On West Plains?
Yes.
Okay. Hounsome is going to have nightmares about number 40 tonight.
Man. So face mask penalty is it's going to be of the large variety here. what is that, about 25 yards, it looks like. I mean, they went across
no
the
kidding.
50 to the 48. So first down for Rolla. You know, Rolla got the ball back from West Plains inside the 20 in the first half when West Plains went for it on 4th and 9. And I think they turned it over immediately after that. So they had a crack in the red zone but couldn't do anything with it. First down, 10, 48 of West Plains. Running play, dive play, right side feign. And he gets stood up by Aiden Holt along with a few others. But again, running right at the defense, and that time the linebacker Aiden Holt was there to fill the gap.
Number 63, Miles Foster, also was one of the defensive linemen that was in there. He's had a good game so far, Harlan. He's really taking up some space right there in the center. He's a big man, too, 6'4", 230.
Single back, no wideouts this time. Double wing set. Hounsome on 2nd down and 10. Toss play over the right tackle, and that'll get yardage across the 45 near the 43-yard line. And they tossed it to Klossner on the carry that time. Gage Klossner. And pick up to the 43-yard line. 6 on the play.
It's getting just a little bit chippy out there. Refs are having some conversations. All say, hey, cut it out, or the flags are going to start flying.
Clock keeps moving. We're down to 5:45 to go in the third. Wing to the right, split backs, and Hounsome will hand off first guy right side, and immediately looked like McCracken was there along with Drown, and not much there at all. They needed 4. They got 2, and it'll bring up now 4th down and a couple. You know, if they're going to ever run the option, this would seem to be probably a pretty good place to do it. But, you know, they've done all right in this drive going north to south here.
Yeah, this is kind of how their offense is designed, similar to Lebanon. I mean, they're going to take all 3 to 4 downs in order to make the line of gains. So at the same time, they're chipping the clock away.
Handoff. No, Hounsome will catch it, take it around the corner. First down, 30 out of bounds at the 32-yard line. And so a gain of 8 on the play and a first down for the Rolla Bulldogs. Larry Sylvie used to say, you know, if you gain 3 yards every play, hey, that's a first down.
That's right. The trick is you have to continue to get first downs.
That's right. So first down and 10 at the 32-yard line of West Plains. This drive started at their own 20. So they've made some progress here. 67 yards so far. No, not that far. And now here's the inside counter play. Handoff. Big hole for Fain as he gets it to the 26.
Yeah, there was a lot going on with that play right there. And they're tight, too. I mean, if you notice, Center Hill a really loose option when they had people all over the backfield. But Rolla seems to run it really tight where you can't really tell where the players are coming from or where they're going. And that's pretty similar to what Salem used to do.
Rolla, you wake up at night thinking about that probably. 50, this possession has covered 57 yards to this point. First down, now a 2nd down and 5. Over the right side, not much. Maybe 2, possibly 3, up near the 25-yard line. So it's going to bring up now 3rd down, and the board says 5, but it's more like 3rd down at about 3. Austin Davis starts to come out. Now he has to go back in. Remember last year, because of injury, Austin Davis and Tristan Clark got put in the lineup, and boy, have they been a revelation. They've been really good players. And now 3rd and 3. Hounsome play action, looks deep in the end zone, throws it, got a guy, and it is incomplete. Well, if that ball had been thrown a little bit to the left of the receiver, he had a chance to score a touchdown, but Ball was thrown behind him a little bit, and the play was broken up in the end zone. That was a close call.
I'm afraid we're going to get called for a roughing the passer here. No, legal shift on the offense.
Landon Casey was on the coverage in the end zone that time. Offsetting penalties. Reed was correct. It was roughing the passer.
Yeah, the quarterback got hit by Connor Lair hard enough where his helmet flew off, and so his backup is in the game now. He'll have to sit one play out.
That's at least four. Gardner has had a clear shot at the quarterback. So now, 3rd down and 3. Just inside, call it the 25-yard line. Motion man, and up the middle, Fain on the carry. Or was that? It was not Fain.
And that's just depending on the spot. It's going to be really close.
Well, it was Fain on the carry. And it is a right foot, left foot deal. Shy of the just right on the 23-yard line. They may come out and measure this as the clock continues to go. 3:05 to play. 3rd quarter, West Plains on top, 27-0. So let's see what happens here. 4th down, long yard. Let's see if they try to draw West Plains offside here on a hard count. Nope, going to run. Flag is down.
Oh, he didn't get it.
Handoff. I don't think he did get it, Reed, as he needed to get near the 22, but there's a flag that went down right as that play started.
I think he got back right to the line of scrimmage, maybe even lost half a yard.
That's right on the 23, and that's where they started that last play. Illegal shift against Rolla. Declined. They didn't make it, so it's a turnover on downs for the West Plains defense. Rolla established a little bit of a running game on that drive, but it comes up and stalls at the West Plains 23.
So if you have an offense that's designed to get 3 yards and you have 2 plays where you lose yardage, that's where you get into trouble.
That is a bad result.
Correct.
Kinslow comes back out. .242 to go as the play clock begins. From the 23-yard line, let's see if the Zizzers can add to their lead here in the 3rd. Snap, handoff, around the left corner, 25, 30, 35, 40, down the sideline. This may go for a touchdown, and Heston Miller is gone. How about that? 76 yards. 76 yards, wow.
Great blocking, and I could see it happen. He was very patient, followed his blocks, allowed his lineman to get downfield, and once he got to the open air, there was nobody that was going to catch him.
I wasn't sure who was running, but then when he hit passing gear down around the...
It's pretty obvious.
45, yeah, I had a pretty good idea who it was.
Miller.
Yep. Extra point try, and this would make it 34, a point shy of the turbo clock in the 4th. Low snap, kick is up, and it is good. 2:29 to go in the 3rd. West Plains 34, Rolla nothing. Back in a minute on KDY.
Hey, this is Damon with TLG Peterbilt in Willow Springs. We proudly support our West Plains Zizzers. Here at TLG Peterbilt, we offer an extensive lineup of all parts for all models of all trucks and trailers in the industry. Uptime all the time. The Larson Group Peterbilt online at tlgtrucks.com or find us on US 60 in Willow Springs.
Bailey Chevy GMC, home of the Bailey factory.
Chevy would love to serve needs. Whether you're a Eagle, Zizzer, Tiger, or wherever you call home, Bailey Chevy would love to serve your transportation needs. Come see us at Bailey Chevy, home of the Bailey Factor in beautiful downtown Willow Springs.
Call 469-3111. Bailey team is gonna get it done.
Ozark Conference football excitement continues now with the Zizzers on KDY.
Another West Plains kickoff. They're up 34-0. Wall will kick. And it'll be fielded at the 6. Up the left side. And a huge contact there, and that play ends immediately as the returner, I don't think he got quite back to the 20-yard line, but at the 18. Good. Anytime you stop the receiving team inside the 20, you've done a pretty good job.
Absolutely, and that was quite some contact. I believe it was actually one of the blockers that was pushed back into the ball runner. Both of them went down.
Officials timeout with 2:21 to go in the third quarter. Another timeout for us. Back in a minute on KDY.
West Plains Propane at the corner of